Welcome to INO FOREX. This is INO FOREX. You are watching INO FOREX. Today, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to mark market structure. Mapping market structure is a very important part in forex trading. Market structure helps us to know the direction of the market. It helps us to know whether market is bullish or is bearish. When the market is bullish, as you know, we buy, and when the market is bearish, we sell. You can't buy or sell without knowing the direction of the market. Many traders fail because they don't know how to mark market structure. I invite you to watch this video till the end. It will help you to increase your win rate in your forex trading channel. If you find out for the first time, make sure you have subscribed to this channel so that you will never miss the next video. So before we go to the chart, I'm going to explain you this diagram. As you see this diagram here, market is bullish. From here, market is bullish, and then in the after market shifted to bearish. When the market is bullish, market create higher high and the lower low. It create higher high and the lower low. And when the market is bearish, market create lower low and the lower high. Lower low and lower high. That is the difference. What is the principle we follow when we are going to mark market structure? In the market, every high and every low is not higher high. So when do we say market has break a structure? Market break a structure when market break higher high. This is when we say market has break a structure. So when market break a higher high, we mark a break of structure. But every high and every low is not a higher high and lower low. So the question is this: how can you know this high is higher high and this low is lower low? This is what I'm going to teach you. We mark this high as higher high when market takes liquidity, when market takes inducement. When market made a pullback and takes a previous low, this high becomes higher high. And when market pushed it up and break this higher high, here we say a break of structure. And after market break a structure, the lowest point becomes a lower low. So this is higher high and this is lower low. So when do we say that market changes character? So market changes character when it breaks the lower low and cross below the low. Here we say that market changes character. So this is the secret. So let me remove those markups and we are going to mark this diagram together. We are going to begin from here. Here market pushed up and make a pullback. This high is not high because market didn't take any low. We call it impulsive move and corrective move. Market again break this high. Again market pushed up and break this high. This is not break of structure because this is not high as I explained before. Market again make a pullback. This low is inducement. Inducement is a previous low. If market takes this low, we will mark this high as a higher high. Because market didn't take any low, this is not higher high. And then market again pushed up, break this high. This is not break of structure as I explained. Market again pushed up. Market again made a pullback and takes this low. This low is inducement because it's a previous pullback. This is inducement. When market takes inducement, this high becomes a higher high. This is high high because market takes this inducement. After taking inducement, market pushed up and break this high. This is a break of structure because market breaks a higher high. Both happened when market breaks a higher high. This is a break of structure. After market breaks a structure, the lowest point becomes a lower low. This is lower low. And if market breaks this lower low, that's when we say market breaks a structure. So after market breaks a structure, this pullback becomes inducement. So this is inducement. This pullback is inducement, or previous pullback becomes liquidity or inducement. And when market makes a pullback and takes this inducement, this high becomes a higher high. Market might continue to push up and break this high. When market breaks a higher high, we confirm a break of structure. A candle must cross above the high. And if market continue to push down and break this low, we will say that the market has changed a character. Chalk. So this is our inducement. After market takes inducement, we mark a higher high. This is a higher high. Here market breaks this low. So this is change of character. This is higher high. This is lower low. And this is higher high. We mark break of structure when the market takes higher high, and we mark change of character when the market breaks lower low and cross below the low. And even on the break of structure, market must cross above the high. I'm going to show you all those things on the red chart. You will understand. So we are here. Here market change a character. After market break the lower low, we mark a choke. So where is inducement? Inducement is a previous pullback. From this low to this high, we are going to find the first pullback. Inducement is a previous pullback. Where is inducement? Inducement is this high. So this is inducement. This is inducement. So for the first time, market was bullish, and then market shifted to bearish because market changed a character. So when market changes a character, we confirm that market is bearish. So here market makes a pullback and takes this high. When market takes inducement, we mark a lower low. So this is a lower low. This is lower low. This is lower high. So I'm sorry, here I made a mistake. When market is bullish, we say lower high. We don't say lower low. This is lower high. And when market is bearish, we say lower low. So this is lower low. So here market takes inducement. That's why we mark this low as a lower low. Here market mitigate this order flow. This is order flow. Market mitigate this order flow. After mitigating this order flow, market pushed down and break this low. When market breaks a lower low, we confirm a break of structure. Boss. So I hope you have understand this diagram. If you are not understanding well, you can rewatch again before we go to the road chart. So let's jump to the road chart. I'm going to apply all the things you have seen to the road chart. You are going to see how it works. So this is the road chart. As you see, our chart is bullish. The way you apply when the market is bullish is the same as the way you apply when the market is bearish. It's not complicated. So let's go together and mark this market structure. Let us start from here. From here, market took this low. As I told you, every previous low is inducement. This low is inducement. So as I told you, when the market takes inducement, we mark a higher high. So this highest point becomes a higher high. This is higher high. Here market breaks this higher high and market cross above this high. When market swept a high high, we don't consider as a break of structure. We waiting market to cross above this high. So market breaks this high and cross candlestick. As you see, candlestick crossed above this high. This is a break of structure. When market breaks a structure, the previous pullback becomes inducement. So in this leg, where is the previous pullback? The recent pullback we have, this is a previous pullback. Inducement is the first pullback from here to back. The first pullback becomes inducement. So this low is inducement. When it comes to the inducement, many traders becomes confused because here we have many pullbacks. This is a pullback, this is a pullback, and this is a pullback. So which one is inducement? So the principle flow is that inducement is the recent pullback. Is the recent pullback from here. The first pullback is this one. This is the recent pullback. This pullback becomes inducement. So when market create another pullback like this, we move this inducement to the next pullback because inducement is the first pullback, the recent pullback. So this is inducement. We are marking the next high high after marking takes the inducement. As you see, market takes this low. Here market takes inducement. So this high becomes a higher high. If market breaks this high, we mark a break of structure. Market breaks this high, So this is a break of structure, boss. This is a boss. After boss, we mark a lower low. Lower low is the lowest point. So this low becomes a lower low. So after break of structure, we are going to mark inducement. Where is the next inducement? Where is the next inducement? This is inducement. This is a pullback. It's a small pullback. I'm going to explain to you why this is a valid pullback. This is a valid pullback because a pullback happened in the market if a candlestick breaks a previous candlestick low, like this, as you see in this case. That's why I say that this is a pullback, because as you see, this candlestick breaks the previous candlestick low. So this pullback becomes inducement. So we mark a higher high after market takes this inducement. So let's see. So as I told you, when the market creates another pullback, we move inducement to the next pullback. So here market creates another pullback. So this pullback becomes inducement, because inducement is the recent pullback. Market takes inducement. When the market takes inducement, we mark a higher high. This is higher high. So as you see, this is our market structure. This is impulsive move and this is a corrective move. Impulsive move, corrective move, and impulsive move and correcting move. We are waiting another impulsive move. If market breaks this high, we mark a break of structure. So here market breaks this higher high. This is a break of structure. After break of structure, the lowest point is lower low. Where is lower low? This is lower low. For example, if market makes a pullback and takes this lower low, we will mark a choke, change of character. When the market makes a choke, we confirm that market shifted to bearish. Market was bullish, and after choke, we confirm that market shifted to bearish. Here market is still bullish. After break of structure, we're going to mark a inducement. The next inducement is this. This is inducement. If market returns and takes this low, we will mark a higher high. So here market creates another pullback. We are going to move our inducement. This is the next inducement. Here market takes this low. When market takes inducement, we mark a higher high. This is higher high. So market breaks this high. This is a break of structure. After break of structure, we're going to mark the inducement. This is inducement. And where is our lower low? Our lower low? Where is our lower low? Our lower is the lowest point. This is lower low. This is lower low. As you see, our market is very bullish. This is inducement. As you see, market here it takes inducement. And this is lower low. If market takes this low and cross below the low, we will mark a change of character. As you see, market breaks this low. So this is a change of character. From here, market was bullish, and then market shifted to bearish because it breaks the lower low. So the way you mark market structure when the market is bullish is the same as the way you mark when the market is bearish. How to find our inducement when the market shifted to bearish? It's the same. We are going to mark the recent pullback as we did on diagram. Where is our inducement? This is the recent pullback. This is inducement. So if market takes this inducement, we are marking a lower low. So here market takes this inducement. After taking inducement, we are going to mark a lower low. This is lower low. If market takes this low, we are marking a break of structure. So where is our higher high? After market changes a correct, we are going to mark a higher high. Higher high is the highest point. This is a higher high. So if market continues to push up and takes this high, we will mark another change of character. Okay, market pushed up and finally breaks a higher high. This is another change of character. So I think those examples are enough, so you can apply those things to your own chart and do more practice. I hope it will help you. If you didn't understand, you can replay this video again and again till you understand. So this is the end of today's video. Make sure you have subscribed to this channel so that you will never miss the next video. Thank you for being with us. See you to the next video.